it's Nelly. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing a get to know me Q&A type of video. This was actually not the video that I had planned for today's upload. I actually had a makeup tutorial planned for today's video, but I have been really busy with work, with YouTube. I am a teacher and I did already go back to work, and that has taken a toll not only mentally, physically, but on my schedule. It's been really tough going back to work after being home for many months. So yeah, today you're getting a get to know me, which I'm really excited about because I do have tons of, not tons, but I do have a couple new subscribers on here. And the last time that I did this video, I want to say was like years ago. So I thought it would be really fun to do like a really quick get to know me kind of video. So I'm just going to be answering some questions that I found off of Google. It says about me tag questions, just so you guys can kind of get to know me a little bit more on a personal level and all of that. So yeah, I'm excited and I think we should just go ahead and jump into it. So the first question says, what is your full name? So you guys know me here on YouTube as Nelly, but my full name is Azanelli. In Spanish is Asanelli, but everybody calls me Nelly. What does your name mean? I actually have no idea. You guys don't understand how many times I have tried to Google my name, but it's non-existent. I think I am the only person that has this name, Azanelli. So if one of you guys wants to name their child after me, I would not be upset because there's actually no one named after me. I have Googled, I have used Facebook. Actually ties into the next question. Are you named after anyone? My name actually came from Cuba. My parents are Cuban, and when they were dating, there was a statue in Cuba, in the capital, and the author or the creator of the statue, his name is Angelo Sanei, and it was A. Sanei. So they put the whole name together and they came up with Azanelli, or in Spanish, Asanei. So I guess I technically am named after someone, but like not the full, like the whole name. It's like a name combined. I don't know. My parents are weird. Does your name make any interesting anagrams? No, because nobody has my name. I mean, you can call me Aza, Nelly. I have people that call me Nels. Yeah, I think that's it. Neyi, my family calls me Neyi. But yeah, that's about it. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? So I have always said that if I had to change my first name, I would change it to Gabriela. I love the name Gabriela. When I was little, I would have loved to be named Gabriela again, because it goes back to never being able to find my name on anything. You guys don't understand how frustrating it was to be a little kid in like Disney World or on vacation, and sometimes they have the little keychains or the little fridge magnets. I was never able to find my name, so I always wanted a name like Gabriela or like Ashley, like something common, because my name is so not common. But I love the name Gabriela. I don't think I would use it for my future child, but I love that name. Where are you from? So I am actually from Miami, Florida. Where were you born? I was actually born in Cuba. I came to the United States when I was 7 years old. Where did you grow up? So the first 7 years of my life, I grew up in Trinidad in Cuba, and then the rest of my life, Miami. I've been here ever since I got here, and I love it here. Who did you look up to growing up? Definitely my mom. I have always looked up to my mom. I don't know if that's like such a typical little girl thing to say, but I have always looked up to my mom. My mom has always been super hardworking. She's always been able to maintain a home. She's always been able to maintain businesses, keep us, my sister and I, alive. I've always looked up to her, and she's always looked so good doing it. Like, it doesn't even look like she's actually doing it, but she's doing it. So I have always looked up to my mama. What are your best characteristics? I always feel so awkward answering these questions about myself because I don't know. I feel like I'm very caring. Like, if I care about you, I care about you. And if I don't care about you, I don't care. So I think I'm very caring. I'm definitely extremely family oriented. I can be with my family from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. I love being with my family. I'm also very hardworking. I know that if I have to like get up and get stuff done, I will get up and do it. And if I have to go to sleep really late at night because I'm not done working, I'm also really up late at night. So I think those are it. I'm kind of boring. I don't know. What are your favorite things about yourself? Again, this is such an awkward question. My favorite thing about myself is how I'm always there for people. I tend to drop everything to help people out. Everything. I feel like I say this in my family, they say this in my family, but I'm like a problem solver. Like if you ever have a problem, I'm the person that anybody in my family comes to, because either I know someone or I know how to get it done. So I think I really like that about myself, because it just shows that I'm reliable, and I really like that. I never, like if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it, and I love that about me. I hate flaky people. And I am the complete opposite. Which of your parents are you closest to? I am definitely closest to my mom. I tell my mom everything. Sometimes I tell her too much. I'm also very close to my dad. I talk to my dad every day, multiple times a day. But like, you know, sometimes I just feel more comfortable talking to my mom about things. So definitely my mom. I've always been a mommy's girl. My sister has definitely gravitated more towards my dad, but I have always been like a mama's girl, always. Which of your parents are you more alike? I actually, well, when I was little, if you would ask this question, they would tell you my mom, that I'm very similar to my mom. But I feel like as I have grown up, I think I'm a good mixture of the both of them. I have qualities of my mom and I have qualities of my dad. But if I had to pick, I think I'm more towards my mom, but I can also see a lot of qualities of my dad. So I think I'm kind of like a mix. Are your grandparents still married? Yes, all of my grandparents are still married, and I am very fortunate to have most of my grandparents alive. In December 1st, 2000, I want to say it was 2018, or maybe it was already 2018. I have the dates confused, but I lost my grandfather, my dad's dad, and that was actually the first grandparent on my side that I lost. Other than that, I have them all alive and well, but December 1st, I lost my grandfather. I don't know if I posted about it. I might have, but yeah. They are still married. What relative was important to you growing up and why? Definitely my sister. My sister to this day is one of the most important people in my life. My sister has really influenced the person that I am today. I was a very, very shy kid growing up, to the point that I wouldn't even order off the McDonald's drive-through station. Like I was super, super shy, and my sister has always been the one to push me to do things. She used to push me in high school to go out, to make friends. So a big part of the friends that I have today, of the experiences that I have encountered, have been because of my sister. My sister's a Scorpio and I'm a Virgo, if you guys are into that. So she pushes me out of my comfort zone every single time we're together. Like literally every single time we're together, my sister pushes me to do something that's out of my comfort zone. And I feel like I tend to ground her a little bit, which is a good balance. What is one thing that you've never revealed to your parents? I don't know, because like I said, I have a very good relationship with my parents. My parents were the type of parents that in high school, if there was a party or if there was a rent or anything, they would take me, they would drop me off, they would even rent with me. Like my parents have always really tried to be in my life, and we have such an open communication between like the four of us, my sister, my mom, and my dad, that we don't really hide anything from anybody. I think I want to say that if I had to pick one thing that I hid from them as a kid, would be I actually went to a boy's house one time and I didn't tell them. Nothing happened, but I did go instead of going to school. Only my sister knows that. Yeah, I don't even think Lawrence knows that. Woo. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I actually have never asked this question, and this is probably a really good question that I'm gonna have to ask them. I want to say that because I was the firstborn, I would be named after my dad, but I don't know. I definitely would have had to ask. I also think that my mom already knew I was a girl, but I've never asked that question. And it's actually a very good question, and I'm definitely going to ask them that question. But I have a good feeling that it would have been after my dad because I was their firstborn. What do you call your grandparents? I just call them abuelo and abuela. And now, because of my niece, because of Sophia, I actually call my mom's parents abuelo papi and abuela mima, because that's what my mom calls them. And my niece, she started calling them that because she hears my mom call them that. So now the whole family calls him abuelo papi and abuela mima. So that's what I call them, papi and mima, and then the other two are just abuela. What is your best physical feature? I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, I think I have a really pretty smile. If you probably ask Lawrence, he will say I have a really pretty booty. So either or. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is to be alone. Like I said, I'm super family oriented, and just being like imagining myself without my family or without like anyone that I know or care about just freaks me out. I don't like to think about it. You guys don't understand how many times when I'm going through like an anxiety episode at nighttime, I think about this and I just like, I start crying because I am so scared of just being alone. What is your biggest regret? I regret not loving my body sooner and loving it and being gentle to it now that I'm older. I feel like as a teenager, I was very harsh on myself. I always felt ugly. I always felt overweight. I always felt like the duff of my friend group, like the designated ugly fat friends. I always felt fat and ugly. I always felt like boys always liked my friends and they didn't like me, or they liked my sister and they didn't like me. And yeah, that's my biggest regret, to not have enjoyed myself in certain situations when I was in high school or middle school or even college, because of just being self-conscious of my body. That is definitely my biggest regret, because now that I'm older, I realize that it's not that big of a deal. We all have stretch marks. We all have cellulite. And you know what? I love myself. And yeah, that's definitely one of my biggest regrets, because I stopped doing a lot of things. Like there was a couple years there that I stopped taking pictures of myself. Like I completely stopped taking pictures of myself because of how self-conscious I was with my body. And that is definitely a regret. Like I regret that so much, that I was so unkind to myself. What is your eye color? So my eye color is brown, and I do have some red in there, so it's like a red brown, especially when I'm in the sun. See, when I'm in the sun, you can really see that? You can really see like the red in my eyes. So yeah. What inspires you? Honestly, as cheesy as this might sound, I think just my life experiences inspire me. Whenever I go through something, it inspires me to do something else or to move in a different direction. So I think just life in general. I know that sounds like such a perfect answer, like such a answer, but it really is. Like my friends inspire me, my life inspires me, my job inspires me, like just everything around me inspires me. Who is your favorite actor? Adam Sandler, hands down, absolute favorite. Love him, love all of his movies. Love Adam Sandler. Who is your favorite celebrity? I've never been like a huge fangirl like that with celebrities. Like I've never been a person to be like, oh my God, like I am obsessed with you. I've never been like that. But if I have to pick one, I think I would pick Selena Gomez. I love Selena Gomez. She's Latina, she's a woman, she's making moves. I love Selena. So Selena Gomez. Who's your favorite person in the world? My niece, Sophia. She's the cutest, she's funny. Her personality is everything. She's sassy, she's spunky, she's not gonna let anybody step over her. She knows what she wants. She cries until she gets it. I mean, goals. Goals. So my 4-year-old niece, she is my favorite person in the world. What is your favorite childhood memory? My favorite childhood memory has definitely it's got to be with my grandfather who passed away in December. He used to take us to like he used to take us to the river on horses. He used to talk to us about everything and explain everything in such detail. That's my oven. He used to like really sit down and spend time with us and explain things to my sister and I. We used to have these baby fishes, and the fishes would have babies, and he would show us like the babies being born and explain to us how that happens. And we would be barefoot. It was always so much fun with him. So those are definitely memories that I would never, ever forget. I love those memories. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is orange. I love the color orange. It's my favorite color ever. I love how bright and warm it is. It's so flattering to wear when you have a tan. It's my favorite eyeshadow look to do. Orange. I love you. What is your favorite cultural activity? Definitely New Year's Eve. I love New Year's Eve as a Cuban. Not New Year's Eve, Nochebuena. I love Nochebuena as a Cuban, which is Christmas Eve. The whole family gets together. They cook a huge pork. We have dancing, music. Everybody gets together. We cook moro, yuca. That is definitely my favorite cultural activity. It's Nochebuena. Love Nochebuena, hanging out in la sala, all dressed up. I love it. I'm so looking forward to that this year. What is your favorite drink? Well, right now I love Celsius. It's an energy drink, and I kid you not, this week I've had to have one every single morning in order to make it through my day because I'm that tired. I love Celsius. I love the peach one. I love the raspberry acai. I love the guava one. So good. What is your favorite fairy tale? As a child, my favorite fairy tale was Beauty and the Beast. I loved that movie. I even wanted to have like my 15s to Beauty and the Beast. I wanted to everything. I loved Beauty and the Beast, and I think I still do. Out of all of the Disney movies, Beauty and the Beast is probably still my favorite. What is your favorite food? Anything Cuban. I love Cuban food. Carne con papa, some platanito maduro. Love that. What is your favorite holiday destination? Definitely something tropical. Beach all the way. I love to vacation to the beach. Love it. Any beach I'm okay with. So definitely somewhere hot, sunny, and tropical. What is your favorite ice cream? What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Strawberry and chocolate all the way. What is your favorite music genre? I would have to say pop. I'm very girly with my music. Actually, no. What am I saying? I barely listen to pop in the car. I want to say like Spanish reggaeton. I love Spanish reggaeton. What is your favorite physical activity? Literally get the food, put it in my mouth. I don't have one. What is your favorite snack? My favorite snack definitely would have to be something sweet and salty. I have to have something sweet followed by something salty. So maybe like chocolates, pretzels dipped in chocolate, or popcorn with chocolate chips inside. I like that sweet and salty mixture because you kind of get the best of both worlds by having something sweet and then something salty. I love that combo. What is your favorite song? Well, at the moment, my favorite song is Fantasias by Farruko and Raul Alejandro. I love that song. It's Spanish reggaeton song. It is so good. I can just picture myself like dancing to it like in a club or something. I know. I go clubbing so much, but I do love that song. What is your favorite sport? I don't really play sports, but if I have to watch a sport, my favorite sport to watch is definitely baseball. I love watching baseball and basketball. What is your favorite time of the day? My favorite time of the day would have to be, I think from like 6 to 8 o'clock. That's my favorite time of the day. Because the sun's coming down, the weather outside is getting a little bit cooler. Not that it gets that cooler. I live in Miami. But yeah, I think this time from like 6 to 8, I love that time, especially in the fall. Love that time of day. What is your favorite way to pass time? Definitely filming YouTube videos. I love to sit down and film YouTube videos for you guys. It's my favorite thing to do. Whenever I sit down to film, I forget the world exists, which is not always a good thing because Lawrence will be like, when's dinner getting done? But I love to just film, and it just my time. When I sit down to film, I sit down like at, let's say, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and by the time that I look, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 4. And it just felt like I sat down to film. So I love, love, love to film YouTube videos. What is the name of your favorite restaurant? I haven't been to a restaurant in so many months. There's a restaurant called Finca that is delicious. I could probably eat dinner there every single day. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's the only one that's coming to mind right now. So if you're ever in Miami, definitely check it out. But we have so many good restaurants, and there's always a restaurant opening up somewhere. So yeah, any Kush is so good too. That's more in Wynwood. What's the other one? I don't know, there's just so many good ones. But if I had to say right now, and that it's close to me, Finca. Love Finca. What is your all-time favorite town or city? I love Miami. I have always lived here ever since I got here from Cuba. This has always been home. But if I had to pick to live anywhere else, I always tell Lawrence this, and he's always like, you would not survive there. I would love to move to New York. I would love New York. I think it's because of the fashion. But he's absolutely right. I probably wouldn't like it because when I lived in downtown Miami, I lived in Brickell for a year. I hated it. I hated to carry my groceries up the elevators. I hated having to walk everywhere. So I know it wouldn't work, but mentally, I think it would work. But I also love Miami. Like, I love my home here. I feel really at home here. My culture, most of my culture is here. All of my culture is here, if I'm being honest. So yeah. What is your favorite candle scent? Anything sweet. I love anything vanilla scented, cinnamon scented, pumpkin scented. I also love fresh scents like the linen scents. It just depends on the time of year. Right now, at this very second, I already put out some fall candles at work and here in my house. I love the smell of fall. What is your favorite social media channel? YouTube. What was your favorite subject in high school? I want to say math. I really liked math. What was your least favorite subject in high school? English. There's so many rules. Why? What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? Oh my goodness. Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Boy Meets World, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I think I was a little bit older. I still watched it, but I was definitely a little bit older. What's the other one? Even Stevens. Anything from that time, I loved. Are you scared of heights? No, not really. Are you high maintenance? I used to be. I used to be a very big high maintenance girl, but not anymore. I feel like life has humbled me a lot, and I'm not as high maintenance as I used to be. Are you more inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potential of others? Definitely my own thing. Eventually, I want to have my own brand. I want to be my own boss, be my own person, have set my own schedules. So definitely my own empire, my own thing. Are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage it head on? I'm definitely not a person who likes confrontation, but I am not afraid of confrontation. I won't initiate the confrontation unless you really piss me off, but if I have to confront you about something, I will. So I'm not, yeah, I think I engage it head on. I don't really shy away from it because I'm not afraid to tell you things to your face. Okay. Are you a good cook? Depends on the day. Sometimes I nail it. Sometimes I burn it. If you had more courage, what would you do differently in your life now? I think if I had more courage, I would jump into this social media career full on without any plan B's or C's, and I would just do this full time and start making my brand and start just building my empire. But unfortunately, I overthink everything, and I feel like my time hasn't come yet. But when it does, it's coming. But I do feel like I do wish I had more courage to just forget about everything else that I'm doing and just focus on this, but I don't have the courage. Can you do a split? No, I cannot. I've never been able to do one. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? Nope, I can't. Can you whistle? I used to, but then my mom told me that every time I whistled, Virgin Mary cried, so I stopped whistling, and I haven't done it since. I mean, I have done it, but I don't do it often. Can you dance? I actually can dance. I've always taken dance classes. I would always drop out of them because, again, it goes back to how I felt about myself, but I would always take dance lessons when I was younger. Do you remember your dreams? Unfortunately, I do. I dream very vividly and very scary. So yes, I do, and I hate it. I hate my dreams so much because they're so vivid and sometimes very scary. Do you sing in the shower? Absolutely. I even talk to myself in the shower. Like, my shower knows my deepest, darkest secrets and all of my plans for the future. Do you sleep with the lights on or off? Before I started dating Lawrence, I had to at least have the TV lights on. I had to have some light on. After I started dating Lawrence, we've been together 8 years. We sleep with the lights off because he cannot sleep with not one little thing of light on. So I had compromised, and now we sleep with the lights off. Do you spell the color as gray or gray? G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? I actually spell it G-R-A-Y. Do you prefer the Titanic or the Notebook? Titanic. Titanic made me cry more than the Notebook did. Do you have any birthmarks? If so, where? Yes, I do. I have a birthmark. I always forget what side. I have a birthmark right here. I also have a birthmark in the inside of my thigh. Who sent the last text message you received? My sister. She actually texted me while I was filming this video. What is your star sign? I am a Virgo. How far away from your birthplace do you live now? Well, the point of Florida, Key West, to Cuba is only 90 miles. So technically I'm a little bit more, but if I go all the way to the tip, I'm only 90 miles away, which is crazy to me because Cuba it's a completely different place than Miami, and it's only 90 miles away, you guys. It's closer to me than Disney World. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I want to say I was like 8 years old. No, a little bit older, more like 11 maybe, and I spoiled it for my sister. When I found out Santa wasn't real, I told her, and to this day we talk about it. She has never been able to forgive me for that. All right, so I think that is going to be it for today's video. I mean, there are so many more questions that I can answer, but my camera is dying, and I feel like this video is already like 40 minutes long, definitely 30. So I am just going to leave it here. If you guys have any other questions for me, let me know down in the comments. I would love to answer some more so that you guys can get to know me and that I can get to know you guys. So definitely let me know some questions down in the comments that I can further answer for you guys. My camera actually died while I was filming my outro. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified every single time I upload, which is every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.